This is where fantasy and reality come together. And this year, it is bigger and better than ever.
It's been a magical summer already, and these teams don't want it to end. They've come so far.
It's over!
But the field of their dreams is in Williamsport.
And he crushes, my goodness.
And they're almost there.
Leap, it's gone! It got out of here!
Keep on playing. Keep on winning.
It's gone!
And all their dreams will come true.
Hawaii wins the World Championship again.
Welcome to the Little League Baseball Regionals on ESPN, live from Bristol, Connecticut. Only 2 tickets to Williamsport have yet to be punched. Tonight, either Massapequa Coast or Smithfield Little League. New York and Rhode Island playing for a coveted spot in the Little League World Series. We began with regionals all around the country, 10 of them, 2 still going on, and the one, of course, we are focused on here tonight, the Metro region. Began with New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and New York, but now it is down to just 2. Rhode Island and New York, and we have gotten past the modified double elimination portion of the tournament. Now it's winner take all. So the fact that New York is 2-0, Rhode Island is 2-1, doesn't matter. Whoever wins this one goes to Williamsport. And welcome, everybody, along with Eduardo Perez. I'm Doug Sherman. Glad you're with us here tonight. And as mentioned, Eduardo, it all comes down to this. You win or go home with the World Series berth on the line.
Well, this is what these kids have been playing for the entire summer. And they've had a unity not only this year, but for the last few years. And this is the culmination. Can we get to the Little League World Series? Winner takes all right here. And if you are from the Smithfield Little League, you have to count on number 7, Connor Curtis, because he has been fantastic on both ends of the baseball. This is a team that has leaned on him big time. 5 for 8, 3 home runs. And let me show you the home runs where he's hit them so you understand how knowledgeable he is of the plate. They know they pitch him away. So what does he do? He eliminates the right side of the field, and he drills the ball the other way. Doesn't try to do too much with it. If you hang it, that's his pull side right there. The rest, outside pitch, he'll go the other way with it. The interesting thing is, tonight, he'll be on the mound. The best player, not only offensively, will also be on the mound. Now, on the other end, it's the Massapequa New York Little League team. And I'll tell you one thing about this team. They understand how to be able to score. They're deep in the lineup. They put a lot of pressure, and the most important part about it is, can they and will they be able to neutralize the Rhode Island offense? And for that, it's going to land on Mr. Ryan Land. On the mound already with a little experience here. Understands how to pitch. Look at the control. 0 walks so far in that first game he had with 9 strikeouts. Understanding how to pitch in, out, up, and down. Great composure on the mound. He's going to need it here because the nerves are going to be sky high for this game.
Rhode Island views itself the underdog, having lost to New York already. 10-1 Saturday. We've got the same pitching matchup tonight. We'll have first pitch with a spot in the World Series coming up next. Just a perfect night at the A. Bartlett Giamatti Little League Leadership Training Center in Bristol, Connecticut, home of the Metro region. At a glance, it's a division of Little League International. We began with 4 teams, now down to 2. This will be a winner-take-all championship game for a spot in the Little League World Series. That final line, you see all rostered players bat in a continuous order. That is new this year, and it allows for everybody on the roster to be in the starting lineup. But in the batting order, obviously, you can't put 11 players out on the field to start. So Gavin Cataret, Johnny Wozniak, they will begin the game in the dugout, but they are the number 10 and 11 hitters in the starting lineup, and that is how that lineup will stay throughout. And as we mentioned, we've got a tremendous pitching matchup once again. Eduardo, we have seen Ryan Land pitch into the 6th inning on Saturday and beat this team handily. Can he do it again? What will he need to do that again?
Well, he's going to have to pitch effectively in the corners in order for him to be able to go and navigate through this tough lineup. Now, you see that his favorite player is Derek Jeter, but he does wear number 99 on his back. I would guess he's a Yankee fan.
Oh, yeah. There's no question about that. He does say Derek Jeter and Aaron Judge are his two favorite baseball players. And his manager, John Henshey, tells us that Rhineland has a great fastball and changeup, and then depending on which is working best between his cutter or his curveball, that will be his breaking ball on that given night. And that just comes naturally as the night wears on. The manager calls the pitches and calls for a breaking ball, and then it's either the curve or the cutter, depending. He'll begin facing Connor Queen in the spark plug catcher for Rhode Island. We have seen him bunt repeatedly this week. Not showing bunt here on the first pitch. There's a good look at CQ. There's the bunt. Beauty. No chance of getting it.
And this is the beauty of CQ. They know it's coming. And the thing is, you can't control it. You cannot be able to stop him right here. Beautifully executed. Stays in the box long enough, and the speed takes over. Trying to defend that bunt, it is very difficult.
And now Connor Curtis. How do you pitch to him?
How about that first pitch we've seen? Hard in. Will they go away now?
Well, that's the MO for this New York pitching staff. Hard in, and then breaking stuff, soft stuff away. And it's a big part of John Henshey's pitching philosophy. Establish in. Got in on the hands. 2 balls and a strike to the dangerous Connor Curtis. You know, his slugging percentage, 2,800. He's got 14 total bases in just 5 at-bats. And to put that in perspective, the major league leader, Shohei Ohtani, 666. So this young man's slug is 4.5 times greater than what Shohei's doing these days.
That's a pitcher who would want to have back, and every pitch so far for Land has been hard in, and you have to give him a lot of credit. He's staying true to himself. He is trying to prove to see if Connor can handle the pitch inside. They're going back in there.
Now, Ryan Land says the best advice he's ever gotten is from his grandfather. He said, you must pitch with amnesia. He calls his grandfather and his dad both his biggest role models. His grandpa, Rocco Longo. Again, the payoff pitch misses inside. And the first 2 batters of the night are aboard for Rhode Island.
Well, for Rhode Island, the game that got him here, it was Braden Castellone that had to be able to hit and be productive. And now he's up with 2 runners on.
And after checking on the sign from his manager and third base coach Eric Gibbrey, the dangerous Braden Castellone with a chance to do some damage. Well, he's one of the newcomers to the Smithfield Little League team this year, and he has fit in beautifully. Plays a really good third base and right in the middle of the lineup every single game.
Choked up with the bat, and also his positioning. Watch right here where he puts his hands before delivery, and then he brings them back. Very methodical, consistent with his approach. Not afraid to go the other way.
Braden most admires his parents. Mom Amber is a clinician at Butler Hospital. His father Frank recently retired from the Rhode Island State Police Force, now working in security. Their son with a big spot here, facing a 2-2 pitch. Ball 3.
Great take. Great take right there. Saw it the entire way. Followed it right to the mitt.
Now the payoff pitch. Ripped the other way. They'll do it again. Queenan began the inning with a perfect bunt single. Connor Curtis then walked. From his third base coach's box, Eric Gibbrey just reminded the runner at first base, Connor Curtis, you got to watch the runner in front of you. Grounded right side, and it gets through. The bases are loaded. Throw gets away. Here comes Queenan. 1-0 Rhode Island.
You have to be able to take care of the baseball. And this is one thing right here where New York, who has been very good defensively, did not. No play anywhere. Throws the ball away, trying to hit the cutoff man. Ball sails over him. No one at the plate. No one to get the baseball. And Smithfield Little League, Rhode Island, takes a quick lead.
All right, we know we're going to score. No problem. We're good. Okay? Keep hitting your spots. Keep executing. And we'll get back in this game, okay? Guys, let's make a play. All right? We're good? Hey, strike one. Work off of that. We're okay. Breathe. Good? Okay, you got it, pal. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go. Make a play.
And we really appreciate both managers, John Henschey, Eric Gibbrey, wearing microphones for us so we can bring a different element to our viewing audience here on ESPN. As you see, the winner advances to the Little League World Series in Williamsport, where they will take on Henderson, Nevada, Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Good heat, strike one as prescribed by the manager. Brady McShane fouls this one away behind 0-2.
Well, this is where they have been able to grind out at-bats, not only with 2 outs in the previous games, but also with 2 strikes.
Good take there. Count goes to 1-2 on McShane. Well, Brady said he loves his kid sister, Laurel. Says she's 5 going on 21. His slow roller to short, going to score a run. Big brother gets the job done, making it 2-0 Rhode Island.
How does he know what 21 looks like? I'll tell you what he does know is how to drive in an RBI. Infield back. He's able to put the ball on the ball in play, and because of it, you end up getting a run. And Castellone also takes advantage of it and goes to third.
And now Mason Jan's turn. In at the corners defensively, as you see. Mateo Pippi at third. Brady Hunt, the first baseman. Rick toward short on the one hop. Gavin Weiss fires to first. Now home. And another Rhode Island run scores. Sliding in is Castellone. 3-0 Smithfield.
Impact with the bat, Castellone, and now impact on the bases as well, showing his speed. Watch this right here. As soon as the ball is executed and thrown over to first base, he is gone. Not even a perfect throw would have got him.
New York has already given up here in the first inning more runs than it has all week. Winners by a 10-1 score in each of their previous 2 games, trailing 3-0 in the blink of an eye.
This past Wednesday, Rhode Island scored 3 in the first as well, setting the tone.
Gavin Gibbrey, the manager's son, with a 2-0 count. 2 balls and a strike. Now, Gavin wanted us to give a shout out to his auntie Chrissy, who's watching tonight in Missouri. She's just out of the hospital, and we certainly send our best to Auntie Chrissy. Her nephew hits it just foul. Wow.
Was that dad or was that the coach right there at third?
Coach. Wow.
That's foul. Great call. Great call.
swing. Strike three. But Rhode Island with a huge statement to begin this region championship game.
Hey, 3-0. We've been here before. Understood? We got to chip away and put at least a couple on the board here and build momentum off of that. Good job. Keep throwing strikes, okay? Guys, we are not out of this game. Understood? Let's go get it. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Hey, keep your head up. Let's go, man.
John Henschey's lineup can draw on experience from the state tournament. In the semis, they beat South Shore Little League from Staten Island. That was a big one. And then defeating East Greenbush, an excellent team in the state championship. Got them here. This is the same lineup. And so down 3, they've got to have the same approach as what we have seen all summer long. Land, Weiss, and Henschey, the big 3, batting 1, 2, 3 once again at the top of the order for the boys from Long Island. And we get a second look at Connor Curtis on the mound pitching, the big left-hander who in the first matchup on Saturday, Eduardo, pitched 4 2/3 innings. He gave up 6 runs on only 4 hits, got a little wild 1 inning, but he struck out 8 and altogether did not pitch that badly.
Yeah, has not pitched that badly, but you see the walks there. That's the one thing that he has to be able to control. Has to get ahead of him. Strike 1, very important against New York.
And those 3 walks came in consecutive plate appearances to begin the second inning, and 2 of those walks came around to score. Other than that, he was okay. His first pitch in the dirt to Ryan Land. Well, Curtis is basically a fastball curveball guy, and for any left-handed batters, it is no fun facing him. It's the call, 2-1. His manager says he's a big kid, soft voice, big arm, big bat, and the hardest worker he knows. How important is that, Eduardo, when your best player is also your hardest worker?
Oh, man, there's no excuses. That's the bottom line. See that your best player is there just making sure he doesn't cut any corners. You don't want to cut any corners at all.
The 5'8" left-hander battles back to get the strikeout to begin the bottom of the first.
Pitching down in the zone the entire time. Watch this pitch right here. Looks good out of the hand. And Ryan just commits to it. Would have been a ball. Just dives out of the zone.
And now Gavin Weiss, who apparently his twin sister Haley always reminds Gavin that she's 10 minutes older than him. And if I had a twin sibling and I was 10 minutes older, I'd do the same thing. He's also friends with a Cincinnati Red, pitcher Justin Dunn, another Long Islander. Bouncer to first, easy play for Franco Lima. Quickly 2 away.
Number 5, Jackson Henschey.
And now Jackson Henschey, hard-hitting second baseman, falls behind 0-1. He got a little pep talk coming off the field into the dugout from his dad, the manager. After not making the play on the base hit that snuck through, Jackson thought he should have made the play, and Dad said, "You're good." That's what I'm talking about, Eduardo. Yeah, if you're a left-hander with this big guy on the hill, it's tough.
That's a tough angle where he's coming from. Overthrew that one. Lost his balance and his footing. No, by the way, those are some big feet, big shoes.
Strike three called. Connor Curtis, the big left-hander, with a couple of punch-outs in a 1-2-3 bottom of the first. The field of 20 in Williamsport has really taken shape. We've only got 2 more tickets to be punched, including 1 here tonight. We've got 2 U.S. teams that don't yet know that they'll be heading to Pennsylvania in the coming days. The fun will begin on Wednesday, and it's so great to see the 10 international teams, including, for the first time ever, Eduardo, Cuba is represented.
Yeah, Cuba is represented, and those kids are already in Williamsport, and they are excited. And you look at Yuli and Lourdes Gurriel's nephew, Luis Gurriel, will be and is one of the best players on that team. So is Alfredo Despine's son. He played in Japan and in the national team for Cuba, many representations. So it's going to be interesting to see how they will perform in Williamsport.
No doubt. Lots of talent always in Cuba. You know that. Your father from Cuba. And in the Baseball Hall of Fame, the great Tony Perez. We begin the top of the second inning. Rhode Island with a big first inning. And then just as big, Connor Curtis with that shutdown, bottom of the first, to keep it at 3-0. And while Ryan Land's pitch count climbs, now up to 29, it took only 12 pitches for that young man to get through the bottom of the first, and you were allowed no more than 85 pitches in any given game. So pitch counts are a very big deal. Lima goes down on strikes.
Big out. First out of the inning, huge in any league, any time, and is able to throw a strike on the inside part of the plate. That's his M.O. Not a lot of little leaguers know how to throw in. Ryan Land does.
Good heat up. Cameron Charlemagne couldn't catch up. It's a pretty cool place to have traveled, Niagara Falls.
I kind of agree with that.
Yeah. One of the natural wonders of the world. Cameron's a 12-year-old, 4'11", soon to be 7th grader at Gallagher Middle School, where he most likes math. He takes strike 3. 3 consecutive strikeouts for that young man, Ryan Land.
Great sequence, goes in, and then all of a sudden pitches away right here. A little soft stuff. Cameron didn't make the call, but when he'll look back at it, he'll see that it was a strike.
And now Royce Aglione tries to bunt. He views himself, according to the coaching staff, Eduardo, as a ladies' man. Got the chain, got the swag. Favorite actress Margot Robbie. I'm guessing he's already gone, like so many people, to see Barbie this summer. Bunted back to the pitcher. Land throws, nobody was covering. It's a 2-out base runner for Rhode Island.
Yeah, Brady Hunt, the first baseman, abandoned his position, and because of it, Jackson Henshey had a race over there and wasn't able to get there in time. Good hustle, good play. They're 2 for 2 already on bunt attempts.
Yeah, their 3 hits are on bunts. And now the number 10 hitter, Gavin Cataract. And why not keep bunting if you've been successful, especially with the bottom of your order? Make the defense make a play.
Yeah, as soon as Brady abandoned first base, it was just going to be very difficult for Jackson to be able to cover first from second.
Yes, he did.
Gavin has a pair of lizards at home. He named them Slim Jim and Potato.
One must be on a carb diet.
You mean potato?
That's right.
Cataract gets a piece. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Love the discipline from Rhode Island. End up choking up every time with 2 strikes. They grind out at bats. Make that pitch count continue to get elevated. Here comes pitch 40.
right, Eduardo. In this inning, with 2 outs and nobody on, the bottom of the order for Rhode Island has not just rolled over. They're making this pitcher work and keep that pitch count climbing. That's really important. Ball gets away. Down to second goes Aguillon.
Parents are loving it. I don't blame them. This is a great at-bat here. No matter what happens.
And Carteret works a walk. Second walk issued by Ryan Land.
Number 88, John Wozniak.
And now Johnny Fourbags, John Wozniak, number 88 for the Smithfield Little League team from Rhode Island. First pitch swinging up the middle. Nicely done by the shortstop Gavin Weiss to retire the side. Score remains 3-0 Rhode Island. Massapequa Coast Little League is from the South Shore of Long Island, and there is one of their famous favorite sons who's made the trip to Bristol, Connecticut. That is actor Billy Baldwin from the famous Baldwin brothers family. And he has made the effort to get up here and watch in person. Pretty impressive, Eduardo, that he's that into baseball. We know the Baldwin brothers are always sports fans.
I love it. Love it. You have to respect him getting there to see this game in Bristol, Connecticut. Also, Jerry Seinfeld is a resident of Massapequa, as well as Neil Diamond. Sweet Caroline. You think they'll play that today?
Well, not for a New York team, right? If the Massachusetts team was playing, perhaps it would be appropriate. Red Sox fans like that song. Yankees, not so much. Well, this New York team spent yesterday getting a little R&R on their off day. They went to Lake Compounce Amusement and Water Park, and that, by the way, is just across the street from the ESPN campus on the other side of town here in Bristol, Connecticut.
For New York,
and some of those memories are the ones they're going to keep along with the baseball stuff. What a chance to come and spend a week in the dormitories here at the Giamatti Center with your best friends and teammates and play baseball on ESPN. Hard to beat that, Eduardo.
Hard to beat. How about the patting right now that Rhode Island's given Connor Curtis? Was able to get 1, 2, 3 in the first. Already ahead 0-2.
Yeah, against the cleanup hitter Brady Hunt. Brady's 5'6", 120 pounds, a rising 7th grader at Berner Middle School. He rips it the other way. A leadoff single to start the bottom of the second.
Good job of hitting there. You're down 0-2 and you're able to hit the ball to right field. Pitch middle away, not trying to do too much. Hit it where it's pitched. Get over first, and please do not trip over that bag.
First base runner of the night for New York, and the batter is Mateo Pipia. He pitched 3 2/3 for the win on Monday against New Jersey. Playing third base tonight. Behind on that pitch, it's 0-2. Pippi is another one of these Long Island kids with great size. 5'8", 124 pounds, and he just turned 12 years old. Foul tip held onto by Queenan behind the plate. 1 out in the second.
How about elevation right there on that 0-2 pitch?
Number 12,
beautifully done.
Smith.
Queenan behind the plate, set up inside, and focused enough to catch it on the foul tip.
Now Harrison Smith stands in. Showing bunt. Misses. He did offer at it. Strike 1.
Wasn't too sure as he opened up and faced Curtis, and that's a tough position to be in.
Well, Harrison, as the ball gets away, and the runner goes down to second base. So a runner in scoring position for the first time for New York. Harrison is a huge Mets fan, and he says the person on the planet he would most like to meet, former Met David Wright. Harrison, slow roller, going to be a tough chance. Curtis flips and got him. Runner advances to third, so Hunt moves up, but there are 2 away.
2 special plays right there. One, Curtis getting the ball bare hand, but then also Franco Lima at first base actually caught this ball bare hand as well. With his right hand, just stuck it right in the chest.
Number 13,
And was able to
Luis
trap it
Franco.
to make the play. He has to be arguing if he had control of the baseball from that angle. He might ask for a review.
And certainly looks like it. The first base umpire, Blaine Young, after a quick word with New York manager John Henshey, will go for a challenge. Yeah.
That's that conversation the kids are having right now. Is Connor Curtis underhanded the ball to Franco Lima at first, and I will say he actually threw it pretty hard to him. He trapped it with his midsection. Wondering if he did have control, if there is an angle to this play.
Well, managers in Little League have unlimited successful challenges, but lose the ability after 2 unsuccessful challenges, and then you get 1 extra challenge in extra innings.
Watch this brilliant move right here. You catch a bare hand first and then hits him right on the chest, and he traps it. I think he had control of it. Right in the middle of the chest. And then right there, he traps it. Gains control.
And the verdict coming from home plate umpire Robert Hall. So using his sternum as a backboard effectively, and then good soft hands indeed. Franco Lima gets that second out. Always time for a slushie.
Oh, man. That's the way to go. I want some of that funnel cake, too, though. Oh, lick the edges. Give me red and blue. Give me red and blue, and it makes the perfect purple.
Looks like Connor Queenan is set to go again. Gets those glasses inside the face mask. And gets right behind home plate, ready to go with 2 outs at the bottom of the second.
Got to keep an eye on Connor with that thumb, though. Gets it taped. I want to see if his hand's okay and his thumb is okay. So I have a feeling they're going to give him 1 pitch to receive this ball. More for Queenan behind the plate.
Instead, Louis Krakow gets into the batter's box and takes strike 1.
Anything down in the dirt where he has to turn his thumb up was going to be very difficult for him to receive. That pitch right there, that's why the thumb hurts. And extend the thumb a little bit. Lefty with velo.
And Curtis continues to work ahead in the count. He has thrown first pitch strikes to the last 6 batters and now has Krakow down 1 and 2. Foul tip. Queenan couldn't squeeze it. Runner stays at third with 2 outs. And the 1-2 pitch. Off speed, taken high and outside. Strike 3 called on the inner half. And the runner is stranded at third base. Still 3-0 through 2.
Double play.
And the winner of our Metro Region Championship tonight will head to Williamsport and take on Henderson, Nevada, Wednesday at 3 o'clock on ESPN. All the fun begins on August 16th. How about the kids from Cuba already in Williamsport, Eduardo?
Oh, man, it gives me goosebumps to see the first Cuban representation in the Little League World Series. And these kids from Bayamo, they have to be excited. Bienvenidos a los Estados Unidos, mis amigos. Los veré la próxima semana. Said, welcome to the U.S. I will see you next week in Williamsport.
Very nice. We've got a gorgeous night for baseball in Bristol, Connecticut as the sun goes down. Temperatures still well into the 70s. Rhode Island scored 3 in the first inning. Now heading to the third. And that was a big final out in the bottom of the second, Eduardo, to keep New York off the board. They stranded that runner at third base.
It really is, and Connor Curtis so far, as expected, has done a really nice job of controlling the emotions. It seemed like in Game 1 against New York, a little bit out of control behind in counts. So far tonight, he's been ahead in counts and has dictated what the offense is doing.
And no surprise, Connor Queenan up for the second time, showing bunt. In their semifinal game, he came to the plate 4 times and bunted 3 of them. And he had a bunt single, came around to score the first run here tonight in the first. Swinging away, and the count is 1-1.
Yeah, you can tell Pepe at third base, he's playing in maybe like around 3 or 4 steps in front of the bag, challenging him to bunt. I still do believe, though, he has the ability to lay one down the line at third and still beat it out.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Now with 2 strikes, the infield goes back. But Queenan has shown the ability to bunt with 2.
There it is. Barehanded by Pipia. And he gets the dangerous Queenan by a step.
Found too much barrel. If you want to soften the bunt, you hit it off the end of the bat. That's the trick to bunting. Instead, a lot of barrel, and Pipia, even with the bag, shows off that strong arm that he showed on the mound a few days ago.
And in stands Connor Curtis. Gave a prelude of what was to come during an elimination game in the Rhode Island State Tournament. They were losing, bottom of the 6th inning. He went deep. He has 3 home runs here in Bristol already this week.
Oh, man, look at the dream job. Hedge fund manager. Let me tell you something. When I was 12 years old and you asked me what a hedge fund manager did, I thought it was a video game.
Well, you were too busy playing Little League yourself for Isla Verde Little League in Puerto Rico and rocking an Andre Dawson look with the hair. Curtis rips this one deep to left. Over to make the play. Andrew Ceballos.
What a play in left field by Ceballos. Stayed with it. And we've seen the power of Curtis already. But this pitch is in, and he's still hitting it the other way. That actually helped out for him not to be able to hit it that hard and that far. And Ceballos with a great out right there to get the second out of the inning.
Braden Castello single he scored in the first inning. Takes a pitch. Up and in for ball 1. back of the knee.
Love the fact that it's choked up already, way before the 2-strike mark.
Punches it the other way and deep down the right field line, and it's going to be extra bases. Smith gets it back in, heading for third, Castellone, and he makes it with a 2-out triple.
Go ahead, son. Atta baby, show some riz right there. Hitting the ball to right field, choked up, finds the barrel, and he is looking and thinking 3. Picks up his coach. Jimmy at third base and is able to stand up with a triple.
And now the cleanup hitter, McShane. He knocked in a run his first time with a ground out to short. Now the young man on the mound last week was named by SILive.com on Staten Island as the #1 baseball player in Little League across the entire state of New York. He's going to just keep battling, and he gets ahead in the count 1-2. McShane rips a line drive the other way, and that's going to plate the run. He beats the throw to first. It's 4-0 Rhode Island.
2 opposite field hits. First by Castellone with 2 outs, and now a big 2-out hit by Brady Shane, who's had to get out of the box in a hurry. Hits it the other way, pokes it. In the meantime, Harrison Smith playing very shallow in right field. Almost throws him out on the throw to Brady Hunt.
Castellone is now 5 for his last 6 in the regional. And the only time he's been retired was in the first inning when he knocked in a run on a ground out. Great production out of your cleanup hitter for Rhode Island. Slow roller. Gets through the third baseman, Pippi, and the inning continues. Down to second goes McShane as Dion reaches first.
Yeah, Pipia there made a common mistake that a lot of kids do, and that's going to your right. And instead of trying to backhand it, he tries to get in front of it. I don't know if it would have gotten him out at first base. But right there, gets caught in between. If he tries to just backhand that ball and show the rocket of an arm that he has, he probably would have been able to make the play. That'll go down as an E5.
And now Gavin Gibbrey in a big spot. Well, Gavin's mom, Susan, played Little League baseball herself back in the early 1990s. His dad's the manager of this team, so he's got great guidance from both mom and dad. There is Susan, who has been a longtime employee of Providence College.
I think Susan's coaching from the stands.
Now, she was a member of the Reds, Colchester, Connecticut Little League, playing with the boys, including her brother Steven, as well as our ESPN colleague, Matt Vichinsky. Payoff pitch coming to Gavin Gibbrey. Ball 4. Bases are full for Rhode Island.
That's a really good at-bat there by Gavin. Last time, struck out on an off-speed pitch. This time, learned from it and was able to take that pitch for a ball.
Relax. We're good. How you feel? You good? All right, look at me. Keep your head up. Keep battling, okay? We're going to score, I promise you. All right? You want this batter? Struck him out every time you faced him. All right, go get him. Let's get us back in the dugout, and we'll put a couple on the board. Hey, move those feet. Get in front. You can do it, okay? Let's go, guys. Keep your heads up. Let's rock and roll. Come on. Hey, I believe in you. Let's go. Come on.
I would imagine, Eduardo, the pitcher's mound can be a very lonely place when things aren't going your way.
But he gave him a positive. He told him that he had struck out Franco Lima every time he's faced him. Try to change the mentality a little bit.
Nowhere to put him here in the top of the third. Rhode Island already has 1 run in the inning. Showing bunt with the bases full. He takes a strike. Well, Franco says he greatly admires his mom, Brenda, who is a cancer survivor, and his dad, Kevin, because, quote, he's amazing.
Love to hear that.
Land is battled back. Just off the outer edge, and the count goes full.
Love that Ryan just took a deep breath, slowing everything down. There it is again.
Ball 4. 5-0 Rhode Island.
Three pitches so far. High stress inning in that first inning right out the gate. And now in the third inning, another high stress inning for Ryan Lang.
All right? Come on. No, you're not doing that. Keep your head up, all right? You got us to this point. I'm proud of you, okay? Look at me. And this game is far from over. All right? Keep your head up. Go play center field for us. Pip, you're going to come into pitch. Andrew's going to go to third. James! Left! Hey, you give him the ball. Hey, keep your head up. Let's go. We win as a team, we lose as a team. Let's go. You got it, kid. Hey! Come on. Let's go.
So while Mateo Pipia takes his warm-up tosses, we'll take a break here at the Giamatti Center. The Athletes Unlimited Week 3 softball schedule rolls on Saturday afternoon with our next game on ESPN2. Coverage begins tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern, 11:30 a.m. Pacific from the Parkway Bank Sports Complex in Rosemont, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago. And the new man on the mound, as mentioned, is Mr. Pipia, who we have seen before. He started their second game and now comes on in relief in a huge spot, Eduardo.
Yeah, and his dream job is to be a doctor, and right now he has to be able to fix this for New York. Trying to go with the fastball. He'll also throw a little breaking pitch. Needs to get ahead with strike one against Cameron Charlemagne.
Charlemagne swings and misses at the first offering from Pipia. In the Monday win against New Jersey, he pitched into the fourth inning in a 10-1 victory for Massapequa Coast. And he gets ahead in the count, 0-2. Fights that pitch off to stay alive.
It's something that Smithfield Little League Rhode Island has done really well, just fighting off those tough 2-strike, 2-out pitches.
Down on strikes he goes. Pipia comes in and gets out of the jam, but not before Rhode Island tacks on a couple of runs and takes a 5-0 lead. Way back when, they were just 11, 12, 13-year-olds with big dreams. And a big in-scene. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, then Lou Alcindor, was already pushing 7 feet as a Little League baseball player in New York City. Klay Thompson, by the way, his brother plays in the big leagues as well. Dick Vitale played Little League in Jersey. And then Bill Belichick went on to win 8 Super Bowls as the head coach, of course, of the New England Patriots. And Eduardo Perez, you just never know where some of these kids are going to wind up.
You never know. You never know. And that's one of the big reasons why we put what their dream job is in the future and see how that one pans out.
First pitch, bunt. Tommy Tabone, the catcher, beats it out. And New York, looking to start a rally in the bottom of the third, has its leadoff man aboard.
Yeah, and that's for the second inning in a row with the leadoff hitter. Tabone stands right in front of the plate, way ahead of it, and bunts it down and forces the defense to make the play, giving Rhode Island a little bit of their own medicine.
Pitch gets away from Queenan. Easily down to second goes Tabone.
This has to be an answer back inning for Massapequa Coast, New York.
Well, it's the second inning in a row facing Connor Curtis. They've gotten their leadoff man on and in scoring position.
James Steck right here, 2-0. You have to show bunt again, forcing him to throw strikes. One more time.
Ball 4. First walk issued by Curtis. First time New York's had 2 runners on base. And that'll bring up the 10-hitter in the order, Andrew Savalos.
Andrew Savalos, look where he's standing on the plate right there. Great angle. This could be another show bunt.
Good pitch by Curtis.
They moved up in the box just to give themselves a better angle if the pitch is a strike, to actually keep it fair. Now with 2 strikes, I don't think he'll be showing bunt again.
The rising 7th grader at Burner Middle School, said to be the team jokester. Now he backs out after Curtis. Called time. Now we're set again with the 0-2. Hit. Bases are full. Caught him on the elbow.
Oh, he's in pain, but he got to first base. He understands how important his run is. He's shaking it off. Tough kid right here. 0-2, wearing it.
Billy Baldwin loving it. The Massapequa native made the trip to Bristol, Connecticut for tonight's Metro Region Championship game to root on his hometown team. And boy, that hurts.
Oh, that hurts, but it feels so good, though, getting to first base, especially when you have an 0-2 count.
And the first big spot for Connor Curtis. Bases loaded, nobody out. Strike called on Joey Sessa. Called strike 2 at the knees. Big answer for Connor Curtis.
What a bounce back right there. Just throwing the number 1 right down the middle.
Number 30.
Finding the release point again. And Joey Sessa goes down on strikes.
And now Carter Kemper, who's a really good young golfer as well as playing baseball, plays with his pop. Pitch gets away. This is going to score a run for New York. Sliding in safely, Tommy Tabone, and Massapequa Coast is on the board.
Massapequa Coast is on the board, and it's the bottom of the lineup that's creating havoc. All starts with the number 8 hitter, Tommy Tabone, showing bunt. Every hitter so far has shown bunt, and it has taken Connor Curtis out of his game a little bit.
Yeah, his wildness has certainly helped score this run. A couple of wild pitches. He has walked and hit a bat.
Brady McShay playing in.
Yes, he did.
Do not understand. You're up 4 runs McShay now taking a few steps back, playing normal position.
The 1-2 to Kemper. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now McShane goes back on the 2-2 pitch that nearly got away from Connor Queen.
Great play by Queen.
Connor Queen wanted for an appeal to the first base umpire Blaine Young, who said the batter did not go. So now the 3-2 pitch. Right down the middle. Connor Curtis isn't all the way off the hook just yet, but back-to-back strikeouts turns the order over. Back to the top, and Ryan Land.
What a big opportunity here for Ryan Land. He was on the mound. He's the one that's given up the 5, and he's going to try to get some of those back with one swing.
The all-Connor battery. Curtis throwing to Queenan. Land rips it the other way, but right at the second baseman, Dion. Connor Curtis allows only 1 run and protects a 4-run lead. Connor Curtis doing it again, this time tonight on the mound. The big left-hander just piling up the strikeouts in this Metro Region Championship. And Eduardo, I think by nature, as the smallest state in the U.S., Rhode Islanders, they play the role of the underdog. And in talking to Connor after their semifinal win, you got that sense that, like, well, we're Rhode Island, you're New York, we're the underdog, but we're coming after you, and he has shown that here tonight.
It definitely has, and I think they've learned a lot from Game 1 when they played New York, and I think they gained confidence as they continued to play in this tournament. And right now it's Connor Curtis who has been able to go out there, throw strikes, and now have 6 strikeouts in the game, only with 1 walk and a hit by pitch. 2 walks and a hit by pitch.
And so now the first full inning for Mateo Pipia on in relief of Ryan Land. He came on and got the final out by strikeout to end the 3rd. Land's pitching count was climbing, and he was not going to be able to get into the later innings either way. But Pipia did a tremendous job to limit the damage, keep it at 5, and strand the bases loaded. Now having to deal with Royce Aglione. Aglione lays off. It's 1-1. Grounder, gloved by the pitcher Pipia. 1 down. The excitement of the World Series can be downloaded in the new Little League World Series app. Fans can view schedules, watch highlights, and plan their experience using the official LLWS app. Download today for Apple and Android devices. And many of those folks may be on their way to Williamsport. Their team from Smithfield, Rhode Island, leading 5-1 in the top of the 4th. Hey, the most passionate man in Little League Baseball. And the pride of the state of Rhode Island. Dave Belisle. He has been there, done that. And Eduardo, all you have to do is Google Dave Belisle or go to YouTube. He gave some of the best speeches to the Little Leaguers when he was the manager in the World Series you're ever going to see.
Yes, he did.
It's about having feel and passion for this game, and this is just the beautiful part of the game. You learn how to play as a team, and the messages and the inspiration that this has moving forward for all these young kids is huge.
Cataract down on strikes. Quickly 2 away for Mateo Pipia.
Number 88, John Wozniak.
And now John Wozniak, who ended the second inning with a ground out to short. And John's about to be a 7th grader at Gallagher Middle School. Mom and Dad, Nicole and John. And he's got a 9-year-old sister, Annabelle. And his favorite player, Fernando Tatis Jr. You think the arm sleeve might have something to do with that?
Oh, man.
Impressive. Pipia shuts down Rhode Island in order. Middle of the 4th. 5-1 still our score. The Little League Softball World Series carries on, and don't look over on the left there, Eduardo. New York last night beat Puerto Rico. Actually, we don't see that score, but New York rallied to beat Puerto Rico, so the Puerto Rican team is playing right now over on ESPN2 for its life against Connecticut, and that New York team that'll play tomorrow at 2 o'clock on ESPN, also from Massapequa Coast Little League, like we have the boys here tonight. Well, want to see some girls with game? Tune into the excitement of the hashtag Summer of Softball and visit LittleLeagueSoftball.org for great content, information about starting a softball league, and more. And yes, this game is being played in the hometown of ESPN, Bristol, Connecticut. The sprawling ESPN campus just on the other side of town. This game is at the A. Bartlett Giamatti Little League Leadership Training Center, a longtime home for Little League baseball and softball regionals. Gavin Weiss leading off for New York. Well, Eduardo, it seems like we've been saying it since the bottom of the 1st inning. New York's just got to chip away, but the game's getting late here in the bottom of the 4th.
The game is getting away right there. But this is the top of the order, and this is where they need to put up a couple more runs. Put pressure on Rhode Island. They said he'd run. 0-2.
Connor Curtis looking for another strikeout. Fought off to the right side. Lima gloves it. Gets to the bag in time to win the race against Gavin Weiss. 1 out.
That's a nice play by Lima right there. Lima time on defense. That's his backhand play. Ball kicks to his right. Presence of mind then to going right back to the bag and placing the play. Good defense.
Now Jackson Henshey, he's a huge Mets fan, says he's a trivia buff on Mets trivia. And someday he wants to own the team, wants to buy it from Steve Cohen. So he's got to make a lot of money between now and then. And apparently he's such a big Mets fan, Eduardo, that ever since the age of 6, he actually sits and watches all 9 innings every single night.
Wow. I guess he'll be watching on Sunday night because we will be in New York.
As will his dad, who's managing and coaching down at 3rd. It runs in the family, Mets fans.
Stay middle of the field. Let's go.
Breaking ball. Strike 3 call.
Beautiful pitch. This time it's the off speed that gets him on the strike 3 call. First inning, he got him looking. This one's on the inside corner, and Jackson gave up on it. On his heels, and once you're on your heels, there's just no chance to be able to swing the bat.
And realistically, how often, if at all, has he ever seen a left-hander like this throwing that breaking ball at him, Eduardo?
Well, and with good velocity as well with the fastball. So we try to be able to cheat ahead, and then all of a sudden Uncle Charlie comes into town. You don't know what to do.
And Connor Curtis has it rolling, heading the count against Brady Hunt, 0-2. Since allowing the bases to be loaded last inning, Curtis has retired the last 5. And about to be 6 in a row. No, the throw is high. A 2-out base runner as Hunt reaches.
There's a little pain right there by Connor Quinn. Don't know if it's still his receiving hand or not, because the mitt actually came off once he received the ball.
He hurt his thumb pretty bad. Yeah.
That left thumb right there. He was in pain when he was throwing the baseball, showing grip to try to get it over to first base, but that left thumb, and we had addressed it earlier, you see a lot of catchers who hyperextend that thumb, especially with a lot of velo from left-handed pitching that comes in on right-handed hitters. Had to change the way that he received the ball. That is painful right there. That's one tough kid.
Rhode Island is already without, due to injury, one of its best players in Henry Begnosh. He was their number 5 hitter in the lineup, played second base. He's out with a broken arm.
Oh, he was in pain right when he was throwing that baseball.
Yeah. And there is Henry Begnosh. Broke his elbow in mid-June, tried to play through it, played for weeks with a broken elbow. And so they miss him, and they certainly can't afford to lose their catcher, Connor Queenan, to injury.
Connor, their leadoff hitter, spark plug at the top of the order, and also leads behind the plate.
Braden Castellone has put on the so-called tools of ignorance and will move from third base to behind the plate.
Brady's asking right now if he can get a couple throws in from Connor, and the umpire behind the plate, Robert Hall, said no, you cannot. I think you should be able to get a few throws.
I agree. Pitch gets away from Castellone, down to second base, scrambles Hunt.
Well, Castellone a little upset right now that wasn't able to get a couple throws. One thing with the tools of ignorance is you have that mask on, you got to keep looking forward. Do not turn your head.
With Castellone behind the plate, Mason Dion now plays third. Cataract comes off the bench and is playing second. Curtis gets another called strike. It's 1-2. Pipia leans back, takes ball 2.
Castellone's seen some serious heat behind the plate. He's surprised he caught that last one.
Pipia grounds it foul, and the count holds 2-2. That pitch count now over 60 for Connor Curtis. The maximum for anybody in a game is 85 in Little League, and you can finish off that at bat when you get to 85. So you can go a little past 85, but he's doing okay. But now over 60, the end is in sight. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning. All smiles Curtis with Castellone giving him a hug. 5-1 Rhode Island. Rhode Island getting closer to a spot in the Little League World Series. 5-1 leaders over New York as we head to the 5th inning. And that last half inning eventful one. This new battery just put together, Connor Curtis with his backup catcher Castellone, and they are having some fun, Eduardo.
Oh, man, I think Castellone was so pumped that he was able to catch that on the swing and miss. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I get it 100%. This is the 2-hole and 3-hole hitters in the lineup. We'll see him up, but first we're going to see Connor Queenan. I'd be surprised if he swings the bat. He was doing a couple dry swings on the side, but he's such a good bunter, and it's the left thumb, so it's the top hand. I'm thinking he's bunting here.
Tries to slap at it.
If you enjoyed baseball in the 80s, this is like Brett Butler right here.
Yeah. Missy's on the bunt, 0-2. And again, injured left hand or not, Queenan usually bunts. That's what we have seen here in Bristol this week. He's got 2 plate appearances so far and bunted both times previously. Swinging away, lifts it in the air down the left field line. A dive, and it's in there. How about that? A leadoff double for Connor Queenan.
Oh, yeah. You got yourself a good one there. Moves back in the box, letting everybody know I'm swinging the bat. Gives himself time, then keeps the ball fair down the left field line, hustles to second base, and they have another runner in scoring position here in the top half of the 5th inning with Connor Curtis, their power hitter, at the plate.
And not for long. He's been intentionally walked, so Curtis draws his 2nd walk of the game. And now runners at first and second. Nobody out for the number 3 hitter, Braden Castellone.
I don't know about this move because Castellone, 5.
Grounded to second. On to second for 1. And so 1 away. Castellone reaches at first on the fielder's choice.
Great execution by Bickner right there. Jamming him inside. Get the force out. Runners at first and second. Castellone, who's had an excellent regional, gets that first out of the inning.
Number 3, Brady McShane.
Now Brady McShane, the cleanup hitter, the shortstop for Smithfield Little League in Rhode Island. The state champs, a true team. They lost their state tournament opener, rallied from the losers bracket, and in fact trailed in the elimination semifinal 3-1 in the 6th inning, rallying for the win.
Keep it where it is. Understood? Make a play. Looking back hard, fire 1. Understood? Let's go. Let's go. Strikes. Come on.
Would not be surprised right here if Rhode Island tries to steal a run. Good speed at first, great speed at third.
That's Queenan at third, Castellone at first. Strike called on Brady McShane.
And there he went to second base on the pitch.
Infield in with a 1-1 pitch. Off speed, he dropped it in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Great pitch by Pipia.
Took a lot off that breaking pitch and was able to land it. Now you got to grind this at bat with 2 strikes.
McShane grounds it to the hole and it gets through. 1 run is in. Throw to the plate is high. 2 runs come in. Play continues down to second after the base hit, Brady McShane.
History repeats itself again in the 3rd inning. They scored 2 runs with 2 outs, and they do it again here. Scoring 2, infield in, Not hit hard, gets by the defense there, and Andrew Sabatos at third. And James Steck, who was at center field, had moved over to left field, is not able to get the throw it home and get Castellone.
How about the night for Brady McShane? 2 for 3, 4 RBIs. He has knocked in at least 1 run in each of his 3 plate appearances. Pythia calls time. Backing 1 foot out of the box for the moment. Mason Dion, he's 1 for 2 with a single his last time. There's that. It's not an eephus, but boy, he takes an awful lot off it.
He does, and he has very good control with it as well.
There it was again. Got him to chase, but the ball gets away. Everybody's safe.
Runner goes to second, too. Right now, Rhode Island is just outplaying New York as they are continuing to take the extra base, putting pressure on the defense. Right here, ball goes to his left. McShane advances, and then right from there, Guyon continues to go to second.
So Dion reaches on the strikeout thanks to the wild pitch. Continued on down to second. 2 more in scoring position. Rhode Island looking to build on its 7-1 lead. The winner goes to the Little League World Series to play Wednesday against Nevada. 2 balls and a strike. Gibbrey has walked and struck out. Pythia trying to get through, navigate his way through this top of the 5th inning. The payoff pitch. Strike 3 call.
See that big smile. He thought the pitch was away. He's worked every count to 3-2.
Number 22, Franco Lima.
Now the batter, Franco Lima, who walked with the bases loaded his last time to knock in a run. And again, remember, when this tournament started in Bristol on Saturday, these 2 teams squared off with the same pitching matchup. And the final score was kind of a opposite story of what we're seeing here. New York won that game 10-1. Now it's Rhode Island turning the tables up 7-1.
That's why you play the game.
Rhode Island manager Gibbrey says every pregame they search for 4-leaf clovers. And he says they have a few of them. They've got some good fortune going tonight. That's strike 3. 2 more runs added to the lead. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Rhode Island's in control. Pequot, New York, Neil Diamond.
For New York, number 12, Harrison Smith.
It's the 6, 7, and 8 hitters to Harrison Smith, Louis Krakow, Tommy Tabone for Massapequa Coast, Long Island. Strike 1 from Connor Curtis. And now if he wants to go the distance, Connor Curtis kind of has to do a Michael Lorenzen from a couple of nights ago. Get these last 6 outs in about 20 pitches, because that limit is looming at 85. Hit him with the breaking ball. Smith will take his base.
And the second hit by pitch that is given to Massapequa Coast with the 0-2 count. But if you're going to get hit with a breaking pitch.
Yes. Much better than the Express because he's got a good fastball. Just ask Andrew Savalos, who wore that first hit by pitch right on his exposed left elbow. A ball and a strike.
How about his favorite rapper? Straight out of the 305 in Miami, Pitbull.
He went around, and the count is 1-2. His favorite superhero, he says, is Batman. Strike 3 call.
Frustration right here from Greco with that pitch. He's just too close to take.
Number 3, Tommy Tabone.
Tommy Tabone looks at a first pitch strike. See Lima pinching in at first. Well, Tommy Tabone, along with his teammates Gavin Weiss, the two of them got the Ricky Vaughn haircut from Major League. It has become a tradition. By the way, we're so happy to see Connor Queenan back behind the plate. Curtis just keeps throwing the gas.
The Express 11th strikeout of the night, and it's the fastball that has been working for him. You see the line top left of the screen, but it's just the mound presence that he has. Grabs it, throws it, executes.
Now James Steck. His dream spot for a vacation for James Steck: go to Fiji to surf.
Oh, my kind of guy.
Absolutely. Behind the count now, 1-2. Rounded the other way. Over to cut it off McShane. Long throw to first is not in time.
Didn't go to first base. I thought he was going to go to second. Dion was there waiting for the throw instead. Good speed by James Steck.
Number 87, Andrew Savalos.
Savalos looks at a strike.
Real frustration right now by the New York team. It's hard enough to hit Curtis, but now they're also worried about the home plate umpire Robert Hall, and it's just focused on the pitcher.
Yes, he did.
Savalos went around, says home plate umpire Robert Hall. It's 1-2. But if nothing else for New York in this half inning, they've worked that pitch count up now to 80. Curtis with 3 strikeouts again in the 5th. We head to the 6th. Rhode Island in complete control. There are only 270 kids in the entire Little League in Smithfield, Rhode Island, counting all ages, and in spite of that, they are now 1 inning away from going to Williamsport. Welcome back, everybody. Bristol, Connecticut, the Metro Region Championship. Doug Sherman along with Eduardo Perez, and Rhode Island has been in control right from the start. As you saw, they scored 3 in the first inning, and they have added on and added on, and with the pitching of Connor Curtis, they are in position.
For Rhode Island, number 10, Cameron Charlemagne.
Cameron Charlemagne, Royce Aglione, Gavin Cataract facing Mateo Pipia in the top of the 6th. Bouncing ball foul. The count's 1-2.
I thought he was going to make a play right there. Foul ball, you have to show me something, coach.
Yeah, Eric Gibbrey, 42 years old. You'd think he could come up with it. Well, he and his wife Susan so giving up their time volunteering for Little League. He also coaches a highly successful youth basketball travel team. 3-time Rhode Island state champs. He went around.
That's 3 strikes. That's a ball in the dirt. We got to be up the line. Play the game. Don't feel bad for yourself. Let's go.
Lesson learned.
Number 17, Woody.
He told us at the start of the week. Yeah, that's his way of coaching. He's not soft-spoken. I mean, the word he used was militant. He uses a militant style to coach these kids.
It's a lot of discipline, but also a lot of fun to be able to play the game and playing it right.
Aglione, slow roller, gloved by Pipia. 2 out.
Pippia's done a fantastic job ever since he's come in the game. He's allowed 2 runs. Those were with 2 outs, but he's been able to just throw strikes, get ahead of hitters.
Carteret pops it up on the infield. That retires the side. New York needs 6 to keep its season alive. Rhode Island hopes to get to Williamsport with 3 more outs.
Strike. Does everybody understand? We started this journey 6 years ago. I do not want it to end right now. Understood? Battle to the very last strike. Got it? Taking a strike and battle. Let's rock and roll. Let's go. Come on.
Refuse to make it
Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, this is a New York Massachusetts Coast Little League team and program that is used to winning 3 straight state championships with the same core of 9 boys who have won at different age levels in 2021, 2022, and 2023. But all of that goes away here, Eduardo. Down to the final inning, down by 6. They need some sort of miracle.
They do, and they need base runners, and they need to be able to work counts, and it's now up to Connor Curtis to get ahead of these hitters. As you heard, Coach, they're taking a strike.
Now that is the 81st pitch for Connor Curtis. He can only throw 85 and then finish that batter. Looking to make quick work of Joey Sessa. Well, no surprise there. Coming at him with the fastball 3 straight times.
Went with the heater. 83 pitches in, and they were all strikes. He knows he has 2 more left.
Carter Kemper takes a strike. And so now with that being the 85th, we will see somebody come out of the bullpen after this plate appearance is over. 1-2. Strikeout number 14 on the night for Curtis.
Good job, baby. Good job. Yours. Hi. Hi. I need you to relax. Don't overthrow. It's the top of their order. We have a cushion. The only thing that's going to kill us right now, are walks. Okay? So let's settle in pretty quick. Okay? You got it? Hey. That's why we came here, right? This is why you came here.
Braden Castellone, when we come back, will try to nail down the 18th out and a spot in the World Series. Eduardo, Connor Curtis, 5 2/3 brilliant innings. He was just terrific from the start.
14 strikeouts is the story of this game, and 85 plus pitches that he was able to throw. The important thing is the walks. 1 walk, 2 hit by pitches, both hit by pitches on 0-2, but the presence on the mound and the determination. Connor Curtis stepping up big in this championship game.
And so now he plays first, giving way to Braden Castellone. Facing the leadoff hitter for New York, Ryan Land, with 2 out, nobody on. Rhode Island 1 out away from punching its ticket to the World Series. Castellone's 2-0. Misses low and outside. It's 3-0 to Land. Land is 0 for 2. Hit the ball hard as last time. Lined out to the second baseman.
We heard Coach Clinches say earlier, we are taking a strike. That was it there.
The 3-1. 3 balls, 2 strikes. New York down to its final strike. Braden Castellone. Strike 3 call, and Rhode Island has done it. Smithfield Little League is headed to the World Series.
Little League from Smithfield, Rhode Island will represent the Metro region at the 2023 Little League Baseball World Series in South Williamsport.
Pitching, defense, setting the tone early. This is exactly what Smithfield Little League, representing the state of Rhode Island, was able to do. They learned from their loss against New York early. This time around, they were able to throw strikes. They were able to score runs early. And they controlled the game from the first pitch.
Emotional. These families have been with them all summer for years. And to get the opportunity to go to Williamsport, I can understand it could be overwhelming. Dave Belisle, no one prouder of the state of Rhode Island than that man. In the stands. Again, the final out. And let the celebration begin. Yeah.
How about Castellone coming back from a 3-0 pitch? Nerves, parents, phenomenal job by these young kids.
It's one thing to say that you're going to do something. 4 years ago, it's one thing to say that we're going to go out and we're going to do something. It's another to freaking do it. It's another to come out here and do it. Backs against the wall. Not a better team. Not a better team with your backs up against the wall. That's all right. We'll figure. Dude, we're going to Williamsport, fellas. We're going to Williamsport. Let's go. Smithfield on 3. 1, 2, 3, Smithfield.
Eric Gibbrey's team, jubilant, led by Connor Curtis, and yes, they are headed to Williamsport. What a feeling, Eduardo.
It's an excellent feeling for these young kids. They've worked so hard. You heard Coach say it there, 4 years. And not to take away from any of the other kids, also with all the other teams that they've worked for many years as well. But the personality, the grit that this team showed after losing early on to New York, coming back and winning the big one, the important one, all about pitching, defense, timely hitting, and aggressive base running as well.
I have a cramp, Coach.
And on the other side, The job of a coach never ends. Win or lose, John Henschey gathering his guys. But Rhode Island went through a similar story in the state tournament, rallying from the losers bracket, and in fact trailed in the elimination semifinal 3-1 of the 6th inning, only to come back to win it 5-4. The stories just continue, and a recurring theme throughout. Their manager Eric Gibry says they have about 15 four-leaf clovers for luck that they just keep adding to. The luck continues on to Williamsport.
This is a group that will be bonded forever, representing Rhode Island, the Metro, and Williamsport. Yes, we did.
We did it indeed. And now this is a team that will next play on Wednesday at 3 o'clock in Williamsport against Henderson, Nevada. 19 of the 20 spots in the World Series have been taken, and the game that follows us will punch that 20th ticket. The action just continues. But Eduardo, the story here tonight in Bristol, Connecticut, Rhode Island is going to Williamsport.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're going to Williamsport representing the Metro, and they have a big-time challenge playing against Henderson, who just clinched right before this game their ticket. Congratulations to Smithfield Little League.
A big-time performance by Connor Curtis, who pitched 5 2/3 innings, struck out 14, and gets the win, pitching his Smithfield Little League Rhode Island team to the World Series. For Eduardo Perez and our entire crew, I'm Doug Sherman saying thanks for watching. Little League Regionals continue right here on ESPN.